and the more people they get signed up, the more that I'm going to benefit.
Yeah, it's a pyramid scheme.
Yeah, but it's not a requirement. Like you say it's a pyramid scheme, but it's you're paying for a product, and the person who's paying for the product, the person that signed you up for the product that you already want is going to get a kickback.
Yeah.
So, and that's the same thing with doTERRA.
Exactly, because the only way then that you make money on that is if you, while they're not requiring you, you could just be a customer and get your Shakeology every month that you're paying for.
That's
fine.
That's the point of a multi-level marketing company. A multi-level marketing company doesn't pay for advertising because their customers are doing the advertising for them. Do you know how much money fucking Coca-Cola spends on one ad during a Super Bowl?
Which they don't really have to, because at this point,
they don't have
does
to.
Anybody
but do you
not
know how
what
much
Coca-Cola is?
30-second ad.
I know, it's fucking, it's insane. It's insane.
Fucking ridiculous. But multi-level marketing companies don't pay for advertising.
Right.
The amount of money that gets to go back into the community is insane.
Like I've never seen a commercial for doTERRA. But
right.
I know it exists.
Yeah, that's because there are people who want doTERRA.
Exactly. But if they want to make money off of doTERRA, they have to sell doTERRA.
Yeah, but they're selling it to people that want doTERRA.
Yeah, but they
that's
have to.
That's the thing.
But you have to keep selling. Like
but,
the people.
But it's a product that
re-up.
people want. It's not
right. But that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The way you described it was, I buy the thing, I like the thing, I want the thing anyway, so I'm going to buy the thing.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right?
And if you like you're probably going to know people that like it too.
If I want to make money doing this thing, I then have to sign people up to get this thing, and then they have to stay signed up.
What was that the last movie that you went and watched at the movie theaters?
It was Frozen 2. I went with my son.
Okay.
And that was dope.
What was the last Marvel movie that you went and saw in movie theaters?
Endgame.
How many people have you said you should go watch that movie to?
So many.
If Marvel...
But I didn't need to.
Listen. If Marvel said, refer some people to come watch a movie and we'll give you a percentage of the sales, would you do that?
Yeah.
What's the difference?
The difference is I might get to meet Chris Evans. That's the difference.
I don't know who Chris Evans
Captain
is.
America. Or Tom Holland, who plays Spider-Man. Like, I'll get in bed with Marvel Entertainment for whatever. Fucking give me a call, Marvel.
That's because it means something to you. And that's what I'm saying. Like, people who sell doTERRA, it means something to them.
Right.
Or,
and that's fine,
or
but it's still...
they're assholes and they went into it thinking that they were going to become millionaires overnight.
It could mean something to you that doesn't negate the fact that it's a pyramid scheme.
I don't need to change your mind.
You could swear by
right?
you could say I love frankincense. It's the greatest oil I've ever had. I use it every day. I love it. I've bought 52 bottles of it so I never run out. And that's great. I'm happy for you that you're happy with your thing. But if you then decide to say, "Hey, you should try and sell doTERRA," and then give me some of the money that you make selling no matter how you spin it, it's a pyramid scheme. And the only way you're going to make money is if you have to find like-minded people.
Right.
Or people that are easily persuaded to spend money on things.
There's a lot of people like
but
that.
Just because it doesn't, whether or not you believe in a thing, and Marvel telling me, you tell people about this movie, but it wouldn't be Marvel coming to me and saying, we have this comic book that we need people to read this comic book. You buy 400 issues of this comic book. Like, I'm not going to go out and buy 32 copies of Endgame on DVD and then try to turn around and sell those DVDs. Right. If I go to the movie and I spend $10, well, although technically Marvel got like $50 of my money because I went to see that movie a lot. And I went with my son a couple of times, so it's probably closer to... Anyway.
Yeah. cutting hairs here.
The difference is that if it's still a pyramid scheme. No matter how you slice it, it's still a pyramid scheme. Even if you don't sell any of it,
Can you do me a
goal
favor?
for them.
Do me a favor. Look up pyramid scheme on Google.
All right.
And then I also want you to look up multi-level marketing.
Okay.
Actually, I'll look up multi-level marketing. You look up pyramid scheme, and we'll compare definitions.
Sounds good.
I'll sit here and sing.
Pyramid
if
scheme
you're
is
not
the second.
singing
Just
Coldplay-
all
Hold
I
on,
did.
hold
All
on,
I did was
hold on.
type in pyramid, and it was the
Hold
second.
on.
the
Don't even
second-
say it.
The
Don't
second
say
thing. Second thing up, pyramid scheme. The first pyramid tattoo company. I don't know what that means. Okay, I got mine.
Go ahead, read yours. Wait, what is it on? What is it on?
Dictionary.
Okay.
Pyramid scheme. Noun. A form of investment, parentheses, illegal in the U.S. and elsewhere, in which each paying participant recruits two further participants, with returns being given to early participants using money contributed by later ones.
Okay, read it again.
A form of investment, illegal in the U.S. and elsewhere, in which each paying participant recruits two further participants, with returns being given to early participants using money contributed by later ones.
Okay.
Noun.
Is that it? That's all it is?
That's what. That's the dictionary definition of a pyramid scheme.
Okay. So, on Investopedia,
Okay.
I couldn't find it on dictionary.com, but on Investopedia, multi-level marketing, MLM, a multi-level marketing is a strategy some direct sales companies use to encourage existing distributors to recruit new distributors who are paid a percentage of their recruit sales. The recruits are the distributor's downline. Distributors also make money through direct sales of products to customers. Amway, which sells health, beauty, and home care products, is an example of a well-known direct company that uses multi-level marketing. Comparing the two, the way that pyramid scheme is defined sounds super fucking sketchballs.
It is.
And to me, the multi-level marketing definition sounds a lot less sketchballs.
Because they threw in a bunch of $40 words.
No, distributor is not a $40 word.
It's a big word.
Did you say 40 letters?
$40.
What does that even mean?
It just means it's like a fancy 40. Oh, you and your $50 words. Like you're, like instead of saying I agree, you'd say I concur. That's an example. Of that
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
I do know what you mean when you say $50 words, but $40 whatever.
No, that kind of nonsense.
But like it's
right,
fine.
Here, let's see. Michigan.gov. Multi-level marketing or illegal pyramid scheme? Let's find out. What is the difference? Multi-level or network marketing is a form of business that uses independent representatives to sell products or services to family, friends, and acquaintances. A representative earns commissions from retail sales he or she makes and also from retail sales made by other people that he or she recruits. Examples of well-known multi-level marketing companies include Amway, as you said, and Mary Kay Cosmetics. Some companies call themselves multi-level marketing when they are really operating pyramid schemes that violate Michigan's Pyramid Promotion Act. I get this is, I guess, just honed in on Michigan for this one, but
well, it's probably because one of the largest
okay. Here we go.
schemes
Here we go.
Blown out there.
It is understandable that consumers often have difficulty telling the difference between an illegal pyramid scheme and a legitimate multi-level marketing opportunity. Governmental regulators and the industry continue to debate where the legal lines are drawn. Multi-level marketing is a lawful and legitimate business method that uses a network of independent representatives to sell consumer products. Compensation must primarily be based on the sale of products and services to the ultimate consumer.
Right.
So essentially, you only get paid if you sell it to other people.
Right.
Pyramid schemes claim to be in the business of selling products to consumers in order to look like a multi-level marketing company. However, little or no effort is made to actually market the product. Instead, money is made in typical pyramid fashion from recruiting other people to market the program. Sometimes new distributors are persuaded to purchase inventory or overpriced products and services when they sign up. Pyramid schemes are not only illegal, they are a waste of money and time. Because pyramid schemes rely on recruitment of new members to bring in money, the schemes often collapse when the pool of potential recruits dries up, or market saturation, an example of a $50 word. When the plan collapses, most people, except the few at the top of the pyramid, lose their money. So, I will say that I stand corrected.
Thank you. I like that.
In
feels
that
good.
multi-level marketing and pyramid schemes are not the same thing, but they're not that different.
They are similar in style. Sure.
Yes.
I have no problem admitting that, and that's why I started off
Personal growth, baby.
That's yeah. That's why I started off with the varying opinions of multi-level marketing versus pyramid schemes. And honestly, there was a huge bad taste in everyone's mouth with pyramid schemes say 20, 25 years ago.
And just real quick for our listeners, let me repeat, just as I did on our episode about income inequality, neither one of us is an expert on any of these things.
Yes.
So don't take what we're saying to these is two opinions by two people who have a rudimentary $50 word knowledge of what it is we're talking about. For example, I just read the definition of the two things and changed my mind from my initial stance at the top of the episode. So I just don't want anybody out there thinking that either one of us knows what the fuck we're talking about because we don't. Anyway, go ahead. Now that we got to get that disclaimer out of the way.
We should the next time we do an episode like this, we should start off the episode with "We're not fucking experts, guys. Yeah. This is just a couple of dudes talking shit about some things."
This is the most I've ever. This is the most time I've ever spent even thinking about something like this.
I love it. So right at the beginning, we were talking about Robert Kiyosaki. Kiyosaki. Thank you.
It's so easy.
Yeah, Kiyossaki. Saying Kiyosaki sounds fun,
Kiyosaki.
but reading it and then trying to say it
might be
with my head.
Might be Kiyosaki. I don't know if it doesn't
even
emphasis
matter.
On anyway.
The author of Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yes.
On one of those things that we listened to from an interview with him and somebody else. I don't know if it was one of the things that I showed you or if I cut it off too soon or whatever, but he was talking about how he owns 3,000 rental properties.
Yeah.
And how because of that he has a passive income, right?
Yeah.
So transitioning into another subtopic of this podcast, pyramid schemes, multi-level marketing, passive income, assets, liabilities, blah, blah, blah. So passive income. The rental properties. He's purchasing these. What I imagine it's been 1, 2, or 3 at a time, and then he's paid them off with the money that he's getting from paying rent, rentees paying rent.
Yeah,
and he's just kept adding on. Now he's got a huge passive income coming from these 3,000 rental properties. I think that the idea of passive income is super cool. There was a podcast that I was listening to where the guy described passive income as little or no long-term effort to create a residual income for a long period of time. The work is done early on, and then that work no longer has to continue for the income to keep coming.
Yeah.
That sounds super weird out loud.
No, it makes sense, though.
Yeah. And so,
it's like getting residual checks for having been on Seinfeld.
Right. The royalty checks that musicians get sometimes. Or
you did the work, and now
you keep
every time
paid.
the song plays, you get 25 cents or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah. So there's a lot of different ways that you can create a passive income, but I think one of the most popular ways of creating passive income now is by creating digital content that is sold on websites.
Oh, yeah.
Let's say, producer and I did an episode of the Unfold podcast just before this. At some point, what we could do, what you could do really, because you're the one that's obviously more qualified than I am, is create those tutorial videos and sell that as digital content on TriPoint Studios website. So
That's a good idea.